So let's try to find the prime factorization for 180. And let's start with our first two branches here. What two numbers would you use to break down 180? Or what two numbers can you multiply that will give you 180? Well, there are a few ways to do this, and it doesn't really matter what numbers you start with, because in the end, the prime factorization is going to be the same anyway. Let's leave a little section for the prime factorization over here. So I see what I want to use, and I want to use 2 times 90. Okay, so this branch here is 2, and 2 is a prime number, so I'm done here. But 90 is definitely not prime. So now let's break down this number. I'm going to break down 90 using 2 times 45. 2 is prime, so I'm done with this branch. But again, 45 is not prime. So how would you break down 45? Well, I see 45 and I think of multiplying 5 times 9. The 5 here is prime, so I'm done with this branch. But again, 9 is not prime. And how can we break down 9? Well, I would just do 3 times 3. And 3 is a prime number, so we're done with both of these branches. And since there's nothing else to break down, we're done with our factor tree. And again, just change the color real quick. This here, from the very top of the 180 all the way down to the bottom, that is not the prime factorization. That is called the factor tree. It's what we use to help us find the prime factorization. So these circled numbers are what give us our prime factorization. All we have to do is write down these circled prime numbers because they're the smallest prime factors of 180. What I like to do is I like to put the numbers in order from least to greatest. So I have 2s, 3s, and a 5. So I'll write my 2s first, and I'll write 2 times 2. I'm done with those two 2s. Then I'll write the 2 3s times 3 times 3. And then I'll write down my 1 5 times 5. So this here is our prime factorization. But we can do something called writing in exponential notation. An exponential notation is just a different way of writing what we already have. But instead of writing a number that's repeated, we can write that number using exponents. So here I have two 2s. Instead of writing it like that, I can write 2, because that's the number being multiplied, to the second power. This here is an exponent. And that just means that I'm multiplying the number 2 times, 1, 2. Then I'll write times 3, because that's the next number I'm multiplying. And how many 3s am I multiplying? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3s here, so I'll write to the second power again. The exponent here is 2, because I'm multiplying the number 3 2 times. And then times 5. We don't have to use an exponent here because there's only 1 5. And we're done. This is our prime factorization, and this here is our prime factorization using exponential notation.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And thanks for using Mr. Ace Math. Don't just pass math, ace it.